The Solana trenches are heating back up. We had a multiple over multi-million dollar runners over the last really few days. And so I have a lot of people ask me, how do you know which of these to buy, how to identify them, what are people buying? I think in simple, the absolute best answer I can come up with is wallet track effectively. And that's what I'm going to show you in this video, how to wallet track, because wallet tracking is a lot more than just finding who's a good trader and then copy trading them. Because if you do that, you're going to get wrecked. And I'll even explain that in detail later. But in this video, I'm going to show you how to wallet track completely for free. You don't have to pay for anything. If you want to pay for stuff, I will explain that later in the video. There are some extra steps if you want to go extra, but you can catch these coins, these correct coins, just by doing everything for free and wallet tracking like I'm going to show you. So without further ado, let's dive right in. So just a quick look at last night. Like I said, we had this Gork coin that was kind of like Grok. You can see a lot of the wallets that I'm tracking up above on the screen. And I'm actually just now buying, but I'm just kind of doing a swing, so just ignore that. But yeah, we can see some good traders in here. Ansem bought 7K worth, which bounced it all the way back up here, where Clemente bought absolute Pico top. And this ran to like 50 mil. This actually ran to like 60 mil. And then we had House Coin, which has been talked about by a lot of the influencers. You see people like Cooker selling it. You could really scroll all the way back and see Ansem, or here's Easy buying it, and whatever. So you can see all this. So for this, I'm using BullX Neo to track these wallets. I still believe you can only get access through a link of a partner, and I do have a link that I will leave down below for you for that. Now, I do get a kickback. I don't exactly know the amount, but I think they take 1% of every transaction. And their platform gets a bit, and whoever recommended you gets a bit. This is how basically any other trading platform works in the space, even in stocks. They take a small fee. A lot of times it's negligible in these low cap memes. You either make a lot or you lose a lot. That's it. So that being said, let's talk about wallets. There is a wallet feature. It's literally called Wallet Tracker. It's on this left side. We're going to click it, and you can see that there's this monitor square, which I do not use as much, but this basically just shows you people you're following, like what they're doing. And then we have the alerts, which I use all of the time. With these alerts is I just keep it up on one of my screens or on my tab, and I just wait for it to ding, wait for it to go off, and it depends on who's buying what. And another thing is, if everybody's buying something, then maybe that's something to look into. I'll get into that further. So how do you actually get wallets, right? There's this KOL scan. This is one of the easiest ways to do it, and free. They have a Twitter. It's literally just KOL scan. You go there and you can look at the leaderboard, and you can literally just find somebody that you as a good trader. I mean, this is showing you the daily. Let's look at the weekly. This risk guy made $191,000 on the monthly. This guy made $500,000. So I'm actually going to find somebody that I'm not already following. So I'm going to go with Sweet because he tweets a lot. And so maybe I can see what he buys before he tweets it. So I'm on his profile, and I literally just click on this address, and it's copied. I go back to my BullX wallet tracker. I click wallet tracker, and then I simply add a wallet. So all I have to do is just name the wallet. I don't even remember the guy's name, Sweep. So I'm just going to type in Sweep. I'm going to paste that address, and then I'm going to make sure that I get alerts for Sweep now. Now, one of the cool things about this as well is, as you saw earlier on those charts, when you buy into like a bigger token, and I can see Sweep actually just bought 3K of this random Gork token. But let's go back to the Gork token that we were looking at earlier. All of these wallets that you're tracking on here show up on your chart, and then you can label them different like emojis. I do that sometimes. So for Clemente, he has like a canoe or whatever. He has a canoe video, so I have like a little canoe for him. Easy, I have a dog or whatever. So this is the basics of it. It gets a little bit more complex because, again, you don't want to just buy whenever something as soon as you see somebody buy it. Matter of fact, I just added the Sweep guy, and there's people like this that literally just buy everything and a lot of it. And I don't typically like following these people because my notifications are just constantly going off. Now, you have to be careful here, and some people I don't even like to copy trade because of this. Because some of these people know that they're being copy traded or just trade so much that as soon as they buy something, they have so many copy traders, the price goes up immediately. immediately, and then they sell immediately. So on this time span, you can't really see it as well. I just scrolled down a little bit, and let's say Spuno, for example, he bought $437 of this Hoback token at a 23K market cap, and then he sold it for like almost a 2x at $718 at a 38K market cap. If I had to guess, I would say that was within seconds, and a lot, you see that a lot. I mean, you go and look over here, he bought and then sold immediately, and that's just, I mean, it's using your followers as X liquidity. I don't have a problem with Spuno. Matter of fact, I mean, like, it is what it is. If you're copy trading somebody and trying to trade their every move and buy their every move, you kind of deserve to get dumped on. Now, I don't think it's also like the best thing to do either if you are the one that's like dumping on your copy traders, especially if you're a creator or founder or whatever. But ultimately, at the end of the day, you see that a lot. So that's one of the many reasons why you don't want to just like buy into something as soon as as soon as you see somebody buy. Now, there are situations like, let's see, where you can identify like a trend, like I said, of like multiple people buying like a certain token. That would have happened with Gork last night. I saw a lot of people going into Gork and the official Gork token that it was, and so I was able to identify it easier. And again, I have this up at all times. I'm constantly just, even while I'm working, I just like have it to the side. There's also just certain traders that have movement. You have Ansem. I've heard that this is not his real wallet, and that's another thing you have to look out for, is if these are just people that claim to be these people, but whoever's wallet this is moves in a significant size. I mean, they have made $11 million, so, or almost 12 million, so I would believe it's Ansem. And you can see his trade history last night. He was buying like $7,000 worth of Gork, $5,000 worth of Gork, $10,000 worth of Gork, and just so on and so on. And these big buys, $44,000 worth of house coin 2 days ago, which he's been tweeting about ever since. This realized P&L being negative 5.7 mil is not accurate. But anyways, you get the point. You really just need to identify why you are following somebody, where they're at in their trades, and don't just go buy, because you can easily set up bots to copy trade them. I will tell you from experience, anytime I've set up a copy trade bot, I have gotten wrecked. I've had a few cases to where I've done really well, and I'm actually going to test out a few more of those cases in the future, and I'll make videos on those. But most of the time, if you're just copy trading just based off what they buy so you can buy it, you're going to get wrecked. So you need to be careful here. Figure out who you're following, why you're following them, what kind of trader they are, and then use that to identify trades and make your own decisions. Obviously, nothing in this video is financial advice. I'm just trying to help you get an edge while the market is hot. I do have a Telegram where I post things frequently. I don't post low market cap tickers. I do post a lot of times when I make helpful videos like this. I do post things that are absolutely winners. I was posting Pingu all the way down, and we had a huge bounce recently back up. I'll post a lot of things like this. I actually had somebody last night request in my Telegram to make a wallet tracker video, so that's what I'm doing. Go jump on that. That's going to be in the description below. Sign up for BullX and like this video. Subscribe for more content. I'll see you guys next time.